So this is me at 22 weeks and 6 days. And once again, you can see I have an outie, and it's a pretty major outie, which is why I don't show my stomach or my bare stomach that much. I feel like my stomach is super high and pointy. But yep, that's it. Hey loves, so I'm doing another pregnancy update, and this is going to be for weeks 22 and 23. And I'm going to be doing it a little differently this week. I'm going to be answering some questions I found online about pregnancy. So I'm just going to go through a list of about 15 questions and answer them for you guys. So the first question is, how far along are you? And that's a very complicated question. So I know my exact due date. I know my exact due date is September like 10th or 11th, based upon the day that I conceived, which was November 18th. And I know the day I conceived because that's when the day my husband came home. I couldn't have conceived any earlier than November 18th. But according to the date of my last period, I am due September 4th, which is a whole week earlier, which, like I said, is not really possible because that would have meant that I conceived a whole week earlier, which couldn't happen because my husband wasn't home. But the baby is measuring along with the September 4th due date. So my doctor wants to go by September 4th, but it's just been so hard for me to remember that date because as far as I know, I'm due September 11th. But finally, I started going by what the doctor's going by, which is September 4th. So that makes me 23 weeks and 6 days pregnant. My days switch over on Wednesdays, so tomorrow I'll be 24 weeks. And like I said, I'm due September 4th, but really September 11th. I don't know. I hope that wasn't too complicated for you guys. Stretch marks. I don't have any stretch marks yet, and I pray that I don't get any because you guys know that I don't use any creams because the smell of creams seriously bothers me. So I just use regular lotion on my stomach and, you know, everywhere else. Best moment this week. I think it was about 2 days ago. Actually, it was on Mother's Day. So it was Sunday. We finally decided on a baby name. We have gone through so many names. We had a name picked out way before we ever got pregnant. We had a name picked out in 2010, and we, you know, thought we were definitely going to stick with that name. And even once I got pregnant, we were calling the baby by that name. But once I was about like 14, 15 weeks in, I just all of a sudden decided I didn't like the name anymore. And then since then, we have gone back and forth with other names. And every time I would decide on a name, I would then decide I didn't like it anymore. But on Sunday, I think I finally decided on a completely different, completely new name. And I think that we're pretty much going to stick with it. My husband's like, please stick with it, because I'm usually the one that's like, that changes my mind. Food cravings. For food cravings, I crave tacos and burritos still. It doesn't really hit the spot the way it used to, but I still crave that. And then I crave this thing called, it's like Trinidadian fish pastels. I've only had it about 3 times at my friend's house when I was like in middle school. And for some reason, once I got pregnant, I started craving it, even though it's not even readily available to me. It's not available at all to me. Basically, the only way I can get it is if I went to Trinidad or I ordered it from somewhere, because my friend's mother doesn't know how to cook it. She got it from Trinidad when she had went down to Trinidad, so they don't really have any right now. I don't know of any restaurants that sell Trinidadian pastels, and I don't really know of anywhere online that I trust that I could order them from. So, I mean, I'll eat the fish pastels, the pork pastels, the chicken pastels. I'll eat vegetarian pastels. I'll eat any type of pastels. I just really would like a Trinidadian pastel. And I crave sushi. Of course, it has to be cooked or it has to be fake. And then, of course, I crave salty foods. The next question is there anything that makes me queasy? Let's see. Of course, the smell of things that are super strong makes me queasy, like super strong lotions and perfumes and stuff like that. The only perfume or scented product that I can wear is Bath and Body Works Moonlight Path. That's all I can wear. Anything else would definitely make me queasy. Other than that, other than like super strong smells, I'm pretty good to go. I haven't, you know, vomited in about 2 weeks, so I've been doing really well. I still get nauseous, so I still have to take my Zofran about, like, I usually take it probably like every 3 days. It's basically just when I get nauseous, so it's just random times. Is your belly button in or out? Definitely have an outie. I've had an outie starting at about 19-20 weeks. As soon as my belly popped out, my belly button popped out as well, and I hate the way it looks, which is why you rarely see me show my stomach, because it's not a cute sight. And then on top of that, I have my belly button pierced, and when you take the piercing out, there's like a dark spot where the piercing was, and since I don't have a ring in there, it's just not cute with that dark spot. And then my outie, all that, it's not cute. The next question is, do I have a Linea Negra? And I do. I don't have it above my belly button, but I do have it from below my belly button down to my pubic area. So that's definitely noticeable. I can see myself developing one above my belly button, but whatever is developing is not really noticeable yet. So I'm pretty sure soon enough it'll go all the way up. Wedding rings on or off? As you can see, they still fit, but I don't wear them in the house. I only wear them when I leave the house and when I film a video, because they have been itching me ever since I got pregnant. My skin has been really sensitive. As you can see, my skin's completely broken out. But yeah, my fingers have been sensitive, and so I can't really wear any rings other than when I go out. I, of course, put them on and when I do a video. But other than that, I don't wear them. Happy or moody? I am definitely moody, always moody, been moody my whole pregnancy. I can cry very easily. When I think about my hubby too much, I cry because he's not around right now because of work. And I can cry just watching shows or movies, and just like anything can just set me off. So yeah, definitely moody. Looking forward to is the next question. Definitely looking forward to 2 things, which is the birth of the baby and my hubby coming home. I'm not one of those people that's like super excited about being pregnant and enjoys it and stuff like that. I'd much rather just give birth to my baby and be done with it. Total weight gain. I still haven't gained weight from my starting weight. I haven't gained weight yet. Y'all know I lost about 18 pounds. I've gained pretty much all of it back. I am at 147 pounds right now, which was super surprising to me because I went to the doctor last week, and my scale at home says I'm 140 to 145. But when I went to the doctor said I'm 147. So clearly this whole time my scale has been wrong. But right now I'm 147. So I'm basically almost at my starting weight. My starting weight was 148 to 150. So yeah, I still haven't gained any weight. I'm basically at my starting, or where I started off when I first got pregnant. But it's so nice to have gained my weight back. I definitely have to say that one thing that helped me was I started taking or drinking my weight gain supplements again, you know, Ensure Plus. I used to drink that all the time before I got pregnant. Once I got pregnant, I completely stopped drinking those. But when I talked to my doctor, she recommended that I drink one a day once I started losing a ton of weight. So I did drink them every once in a while, and I'd only be able to drink about half a bottle because of my nausea and vomiting. But I do think that helps me gain weight, and I haven't really been drinking it lately. I've just been eating, and that's it. But it's so good that, or it's so nice that I finally am back to almost my starting pregnancy weight, and hopefully from here on out I'll just continue to gain. I am actually excited to gain some pregnancy weight. Movement or flutters, definitely a ton of movement. And there are moments that I get this super weird feeling where I don't know what the baby's doing, but the baby puts pressure on my bladder, and then it gives me this like quick second of feeling like I need to pee, and then it goes away, and then it comes back, and then it goes away, and then it comes back, and then it goes away. Like every time the baby puts pressure directly on my bladder, and it's just the most uncomfortable feeling ever. So every time that starts to happen, I'm like, oh no, please don't do this to me. And then one time I was holding a book or something like on my stomach, and the baby kicked, and like the book actually moved from the baby's kicks. So the baby's kicks are definitely getting stronger. Out of breath, for sure. I'm definitely out of breath all the time. Usually sitting down and wearing a bra makes me super out of breath. I feel like my bras really push down on my stomach, and I just feel like wearing bras are super uncomfortable. I'm having a hard time finding bras that fit me. Y'all know I'm like a 34 double D to a 36 double D, and that's hard to find. When I go shopping, I find like 44 double Ds and 46 and 48 double Ds, but it's hard to find like a 34 and a 36 double D. It's like impossible to find. I'm pretty much sure that I'm gonna have to maybe order bras or something. I don't know. I also don't want to spend too much money on bras either, so I'm not gonna go to like Victoria's Secret or anything like that. I pretty much just gone to Walmart and Marshall's and couldn't find my size. And then the ones that I do find that are my size are like granny bras, and I don't want a granny bra. I don't want a bra that has like super thick straps and it's just super thick all around and that are full coverage that come up to here. Like, I still want a cute bra, but that's just the bigger size. And then also the other things that get me out of breath are climbing steps, and then like getting up, like when I'm seated and I get up or sit down or I get up from bed, I'm just like, I literally make sound effects every time I do those kind of movements, because it's just harder to get up and sit down and climb steps with a big belly in front of you. So I'm always making sound effects and getting out of breath and stuff like that. I think that is the last question. I definitely want to say my pregnancy has gotten a lot easier from the beginning, and I thank God every day that I'm not vomiting the way I used to. I'm not nauseous the way I used to be. I'm just now just super tired. Oh yeah, and my constipation's gone too, so I'm really happy about that. It just kind of randomly went away, so thank God for that. Anyways, I'm going to show you guys my belly bump for week 23. So this is me at 23 weeks and 6 days. Once again, my outie. This is what I'm looking like from the side. I actually feel like for the past 2 weeks, my stomach hasn't changed at all. Maybe the past 3 weeks it hasn't changed, but from the inside, I definitely feel so much bigger. I feel like definitely way bigger, just look the same from the outside. That's about it. Love you guys so much. Bye, loves.